Hello everyone and welcome to another royal reading here at MadWorldTarot with a snoring Tess in the background after a very busy day, including a visit to the BEACH, can't actually say the word. Glorious day here, one of those winter days that is just beyond beautiful. So all good, all happy. I have the Shadowland Tarot on the tarot table this afternoon, late afternoon, in this golden glow of sun, and we are using it to read on snubs today. Snubs as perceived by Prince Harry in Montecito. And the first involves poor John Travolta. I believe, not that I've ever met him, and I doubt very much I ever will, but apparently a very nice guy, was there at the Legends of Aviation Awards last year when Harry was pointedly quite rude to John Travolta. Many people felt, accusing him of dining out on his Dancing with his Princess Diana story. If anyone's dining out on Princess Diana stories, it's the has-been, surely, and his wife. But anyway, apparently the friendship that formed over mutual loss and grief and all of that a few years ago has now cooled, which Harry perceives as a snub. John Travolta now hanging out with Sam Asghari. How do you say that name? I don't know. Britney Spears' ex instead of the Has-No-Brains. And this is apparently, according to suspicions harbored by Prince Harry, this is because Prince William is actively instructing A-listers to dump him. He's basically turning people against him. Big Brother is instructing people to have nothing to do with the has-been. We're going to have a look at this, of course, and we're going to ask how the friendship was. Apparently, obviously, John Travolta has suffered some terrible tragedies in his life, so has Harry. They bonded over this. Harry turned to him for marital advice and all kinds of things. But John Travolta, according to sources, can't be bothered with the drama, doesn't want to be on Team Sussex, basically. I'm saying that. I'm reading between the lines. I'm adding 2 and 2 and making 44. We're going to find out what's going on. But as I say, things have now cooled, and so many A-listers have jumped the park horse, and apparently it's all Prince William's fault. Couldn't possibly be their fault. Couldn't possibly be Harry's fault. We're going to ask how the relationship was, how the relationship is now, Harry's suspicions. Why, really, has John Travolta stopped taking Harry's calls, basically? According to sources, Harry is thinking of even directly contacting him and asking him about Prince William's undue influence. And we're going to also ask, 6-card reading, will Harry ever get it? Will he ever get why people just really can't be bothered with him anymore? One more shuffle. All that whining, all that self-importance, all that nastiness flung at the royal family. And of course, that's my opinion, and this is just tarot for fun and entertainment. And it is all my opinion and all speculation, and we just read energy here. And disclaimer in the box below. Let's see what's going on with poor John Travolta, who found himself in the middle of this accusation of snubbing and Prince William undermining Harry's friendships in Montecito and everywhere. 10 of Wands. Oh, the terrible burden. Terrible burden of, well, I would say of being Harry. The importance of being earnest. The importance of being has-been. 10 of Wands. It's a terrible thing to have to carry all of that around with oneself. And it's a very isolating energy. The 10 of Wands for me is a truly lonely card. There's always only ever one person in that card carrying this terrible burden. And I'm going to say this burden of self-importance in this reading. That is my interpretation of the 10 of Wands as a tarot reader situation we're dealing with poor John Travolta. 10 of Pentacles. That's a legacy. Said Legends of Aviation, that's a legacy. That's something that you earn, that's something that lives with you, stays with you, gets passed down through the generations. So John Travolta has accomplished a lot in his life. I wouldn't say that Harry really has, in my personal opinion. Well, he has with the help of the other 10 of Pentacles, which is the royal family. So there's 10 of Pentacles on the other side. So we've got an A-lister on the one side, and then we've got a very, very important and very famous, very influential family on the other side. And we've got Harry, the terribly burdened over here. 2 10s. 10s are completion, 10s are endings. So this is becoming an intolerable burden for Harry, the fact that he's being dropped by so many people. She as well. My readings yesterday refer, because reasons for leaving, possibly, allegedly, not only California, but also the United States. The fact that they just haven't cracked it in social circles in the United States. There is being with someone that's really entrenched in various celebrity circles. And then, of course, Prince William's influence, 10 of Pentacles as well, swooping in and undermining all of Harry's attempts to find a way for himself, find a life for himself in Montecito. Who's going to be blamed when they move, when they divorce? Prince William, in my opinion. So how was the relationship? It has been painted as very close, almost surrogate father close. How was the relationship way back when? 6 of Wands. This is a show-offy kind of energy, and I don't mean that John Travolta is showing off by having a connection with Prince Harry. It's the awards. It's not a friendship card. It's the awards ceremony. They connected through that Legends of Aviation thing, and that's the full extent of it, I would say. I think this relationship is being portrayed as much closer in these Snub articles. I can't remember where they started, if they started in Radar Online and rippled out from there. We do speculate that the Parkles are going to Radar Online to drop stories there. That's speculation. I have no proof of that. That's my own personal belief or opinion. But yeah, it's not a friendship card. It's a awards ceremony card. So, how is the situation now? Has there been a distinct cooling between the two? Yeah, there has. Page of Wands in reverse, absolutely. John Travolta wants none of the drama. He doesn't want to be associated with the PR, with the spin, with the, we're besties with John Travolta. Like, I'm thinking poor Jennifer Aniston, who every now and then finds herself, Meghan's doing her best to make friends with Jennifer Aniston, blah, blah, and then that gets sat on, gets squished. This is squishing the PR. Don't want to be any part of the story. Don't want to be part of the drama. He doesn't want to be forced to choose sides. Who in their right minds would want to be caught up in this kind of feud? It's a very one-sided feud as well. So no sensible person is going to allow themselves to be implicated in the drama. So absolutely not. He wants nothing to do with this. It's not a nasty card. It's just I don't want to be involved in your drama, in your stories, in your press, in your spinning of any situation. And I think he's made it very clear, because pages are communications, and this is a page in reverse, lines of communication cut. Which I think is why we're hearing that Harry is thinking about phoning directly and saying, why aren't you taking my calls? And, what did Big Brother say to you? So let's ask Harry's suspicions about Big Brother. Big Brother stomping on all his burgeoning friendships over in California. Prince William's shadow cast across the land. What does Harry really believe about all of this? 6 of Cups, yeah, it's in reverse. it's interesting because Six of Cups is the past, is happy days, is old friends, is childhood, memories, lovely things, innocence and play and all of that loveliness. And there it is. Yeah, in comes the shadow. And the shadow is going to annihilate these friendships. The shadow is going to poison everything that Harry is trying to do and disrupt and upset. It's very much a card of upset, the Six of Cups, when it's in reverse, because harmonious situations are disrupted when the card is in reverse. Old happy friendships, family connections, happy memories are poisoned. And we often see that card in the context of the claw that suddenly arrived in the royal family and disrupted what was a relatively happy family at that particular moment when she arrived. So yeah, I think he does honestly suspect that this is being done deliberately. Real reason John Travolta wants nothing to do, allegedly, with Prince Harry. And we've already got the Page of Wands in reverse over there, just reminding. Real reason, Two of Swords. He doesn't want to be used as a bargaining chip or used by one side against the other. Twos are always about two parties, and the Two of Swords is about choices of which path do you go down. John Travolta doesn't want to be in that situation. He doesn't want to have to choose Harry over William or the rest of the royals. Why should he be put in that position? It's awkward, it's embarrassing, it's difficult, it's destructive. It serves no purpose except PR purpose for Harry, really, and you know who. Lurking in the background of all of this, in my opinion. So very clear, he just doesn't want to be put in this difficult situation. Completely understand it. He has my full sympathy. Is Harry ever going to understand how people really feel and how difficult the situation is? I want to see if there's any awareness, any dawning realization, or is he always going to blame everyone else for things going wrong? Any chance of clarity? Two of Cups in reverse. There it is. Two of Cups. Kissy kissy. It's in reverse. A breakup card. Tells me that he might begin to get a clue, shall we say, when she's not around. I said her presence is in this reading. I haven't seen actual signs of her until here. The Two of Cups in reverse. When she is no longer around. When they are finally split. And I do think they will eventually separate. Even though at the moment it's convenient for them, for whatever reason, to be seen as being together, perceived as being together. When she's not around to influence and to drip the poison, he might start to understand why people don't want to be forced into the situation of having to choose one side or the other. They just want to live their lives and be friendly with everyone and not be used for PR by the Parkles. That is the reading. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you for Snub Part 2.